I've stopped using exclamation marks when responding to emails from my boss. At first, it was just one of those tiny things that made me feel weird. You know when you're typing an email to your boss and it naturally ends with thanks or got it, but something inside you is just like, why am I being so fake cheerful to this person who makes my life hell 5 days a week? My boss Jason is one of those managers who thinks being loud equals being in charge. He'd send these aggressive emails at like 7 p.m. demanding reports that were due next week, then follow up 30 minutes later asking why nobody responded yet. Every meeting felt like getting yelled at by your dad for something you didn't even do wrong. The breaking point happened on a Wednesday. I'd been working on this project for 2 months, staying late almost every night, and I finally sent him the finished presentation. His response came back in like 10 minutes. This isn't what I asked for. Start over. Due Friday. That was it. No explanation, no feedback, just basically telling me to throw away 60 hours of work. I stared at my computer screen for probably 20 minutes, typing and deleting different responses. My natural instinct was to write back something like, "Hi Jason, no problem. I'll get right on the revisions. Thanks for the feedback," but I just couldn't do it. Those exclamation marks felt like I was thanking him for treating me like garbage. So I wrote back, "Understood. I'll revise and send by Friday." Sent it without the fake enthusiasm. The next week, same thing happened with a different project. He sent some snarky comment about my timeline being unrealistic. Instead of, "You're absolutely right, I'll adjust the schedule," I just wrote, "I'll adjust the timeline accordingly." Then it became automatic. Every email response got stripped of exclamation marks. "Sounds good" instead of "sounds good." "I'll handle it" instead of "I'll handle it." "Thanks" instead of "thanks." At first I thought maybe he wouldn't notice, but after about a month, the change in our email dynamic was obvious. He started writing longer, more detailed emails trying to explain his requests. When he'd send those passive-aggressive messages, I'd respond with the most professional, emotionless acknowledgement possible. The real test came during our quarterly review meeting. He sat across from me looking uncomfortable and said, "I've noticed your email tone has been a bit cold lately. Is everything okay between us?" I looked him dead in the eye and said, "I wasn't aware my email tone was an issue. I've been responding professionally to all requests." He shifted in his chair and mumbled something about team communication being important. Then he actually started being more reasonable in his requests. He'd write, "When you have a chance, could you look at this report?" instead of, "Need this report ASAP." The crazy part is other people started noticing too. My coworker Emma pulled me aside one day and was like, "Dude, what did you do to Jason? He's been way less of a nightmare lately." I realized I'd accidentally found this weird psychological pressure point. Those exclamation marks weren't just punctuation. They were me telling him it was okay to treat me badly. They were permission to be unreasonable because I'd respond with fake enthusiasm no matter what. Without them, every interaction became more formal and businesslike. He couldn't hide behind the illusion that we were buddies just having casual conversations. Every request had to stand on its own merit instead of being softened by my artificial cheerfulness. 6 months later, he's actually become a decent manager. He thinks before he sends emails, gives actual feedback instead of just criticism, and treats the whole team with more respect. All because I stopped putting little enthusiasm marks after everything I wrote to him.